of what she was saying, there's another chant that I'm going to try to do. Okay? So I say, the more they try to silence us, the louder we will be. Okay? The more they try to silence us, the louder we will be. The more they try to silence us, the louder we will be. The more they try to silence us, the louder we will be. And this is true because the more they try to silence us, we will be louder. We will become more and more insistent that this has to change. Okay, and another one, okay? From the belly of the beast, and then you guys say hands off the Middle East. Well, I say, no, just repeat after me, okay? From the belly of the beast! 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 Okay, just repeat after me, okay? Repeat after me. From the belly of the beast! Hands off the Middle East! From the belly of the beast! From the belly of the beast! Hands off the Middle East! Hands off the Middle East! From the belly of the beast! From the belly of the beast! Hands off the Middle East! Hands off the Middle East! From the belly of the beast! From the belly of the beast! Hands off the Middle East! Hands off the Middle East! From the belly of the beast! Hands off the Middle East! Hands off the Middle East! And the other one one more time. The more they try to silence us, the louder we will be! The louder we will be!
We've come to the end, but we've got one more speaker who's just arrived, Asa from the Electronic Intifada, who's also going to be at today's event. So, a big round of applause for Asa.
Hi. Brynhoundar and hello everyone. Brynhoundar. I'm Asa Winstanley. I'm an investigative journalist and I report for a website called the Electronic Intifada, which is, thank you, the world's leading news source on Palestine in the English language. I wrote a book called Weaponizing Anti-Semitism about how the pro-Israel lobby brought down Jeremy Corbyn. Thank you. There's a plug. And I'll be speaking about that and about the topic in general later at the event in Cathays tonight at 6 o'clock. So, you know, if you're free, come along to that. It should be a good event. I'll be speaking with David, Huda Amori and a few of the others. And I'll have a few copies of my book for sale afterwards. So I live in London, but it's good to be back here in South Wales, which is my homeland. So thank you to the organisers for inviting me to speak today, and diolch yn fawr. Thank you very much to all of you for coming here today, week after week, turning out. You know, people all over the world are turning out week after week to protest against what's going on in Gaza, so it's great to be among you here today. Later this month, on the 15th of May, it marks 76 years since the Nakba, the mass expulsion of the majority of the Palestinian people from Palestine by the Zionist militias that formed the nucleus of the same Israeli military, which is today carrying out a brutal genocide in the Gaza Strip. Now, as many of you will know, Nakba is the Arabic word for catastrophe. And that is what Israel has been for the Palestinians since 1948, since it was established on the mass graves of the Palestinians, an unmitigated and uninterrupted catastrophe for the last 76 years. That catastrophe, that Nakba, has now escalated into a full-blown genocide, with more than 34,000 people, at least, murdered in Gaza. The vast majority of them women and children, and estimates say potentially as many as 10,000 more bodies are under the rubble. And don't forget as well that in the West Bank about 400 people have been killed since the 7th of October. The catastrophe that began in 1948 never ended. There's a continuum. It continues in Gaza, in the West Bank, and also inside the areas of Palestine occupied in 1948. From the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea, Palestinians are not yet free. But Palestinians are also resisting their annihilation everywhere. From Gaza to Jenin, to Khan Yunis, to Nablus, and from Jerusalem to Ramallah. For Palestinians, the Nakba even continues all around the world. Everywhere Palestinians live in their Shitat, their diaspora, the agents of Israel, its lobby, and the global Zionist movement seeks them out. Everywhere Palestinians find themselves living, whether they live in refugee camps or in the West, they resist. So in all these places, Zionism seeks to continue the Nakba, to drive them out, and especially in the West, to smear them, defame them, and to destroy the truth of their narrative, to attack Palestinians and their supporters like us. However, the resistance of the Palestinians has also gone global. So every week for 7 months now, and sometimes every day, ordinary working people have stood up in solidarity with the Palestinian people. And now even students of some of the world's elite universities have risen up on campuses against the genocide, demanding that these establishments end their investments in Israel. From here in Cardiff to Columbia University in New York, the Palestinian struggle today truly is a worldwide struggle. From Caracas to Cape Town, from Sana'a to Sydney, from Havana to Tehran. Palestine is the moral question of our age. The late Palestinian intellectual Edward Said, who was of course a professor at Columbia University, put it like this, quote, "Remember the solidarity here and everywhere in Latin America, Africa, Europe, Asia and Australia. And remember also that there is a cause to which many people have committed themselves, difficulties and terrible obstacles notwithstanding. Why? Because it is a just cause, a noble ideal, a moral quest for equality and human rights." Today you are here in the capital of Wales are part of that heroic and noble resistance of that epic cause. Decades ago, the Palestinian writer Hussein Kanafani, who is a Marxist-Leninist revolutionary who was later murdered in a car bomb by Israel in Lebanon, famously said, quote, "The Palestinian cause is not a cause for Palestinians only, but a cause for every revolutionary, wherever he is, as a cause of the exploited and oppressed masses in our era." Do not listen, this is me speaking now, do not listen to the genocidaires and their cheerleaders with their lies about anti-Semitism. Solidarity with the Palestinians is not anti-Semitism. Anti-Zionism means anti-racism. In order to be a true, consistent anti-racist, it is in fact necessary to be an anti-Zionist. Palestinians are anti-Zionist because Zionism is anti-them. The religion or ethnicity of their oppressors is irrelevant. And they would have been resisted just as hard if they were Muslims, Christians, atheists rather than Jews. From the river to the sea, Palestine will truly be free one day. And by showing up here today, you are on the right side of this epic historical struggle. Thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr.
All right, so this is the event at 6 o'clock today. It's called Genocide in Gaza, Zionism, Islamophobia, and the Weaponization of Anti-Semitism. It's going to be very, very educational. Potentially the tickets online have sold out, but if you turn up, there are some reserved tickets. 6 o'clock at Catay's Community Centre until 9 o'clock. There's going to be a question and answer session and some speeches. And it's going to be very, very beneficial for you if you want to learn about anti-Semitism, about Zionism. This is information that we need to combat the propaganda and the false narrative that is being pushed by our government and the Western media. So if you can attend, please do attend. We're going to wrap it up now, but we've got one last speech from coaches in Gaza, to Gaza, who are a local group who've been fundraising. They've been out to Egypt and they've been supporting Palestinians out there. So we're going to hear something from them.
Thank you so much. Some of you have probably seen me wandering around again, handing out leaflets. So I know that a big thing at the moment is that people want to help, they want to donate, they want to get their money to people that are coming out of Palestine and don't know where to do that. And I just want to say that please, you can do it with us. Come find us. We're on Instagram. We did our direct aid mission last month. We're currently working remotely to support. I've got 16 families that I'm supporting. We're working with 3 mutual aid groups. We actually had a man evacuate yesterday. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Absolutely most beautiful thing I've ever seen. We didn't know if we would be able to get him through because men have been being stopped at the border, but thankfully he was able to join his young family who are over the moon. And you guys did that. You all came out, you made sure that this happened. None of that would have happened without you. We had 56 people, 56 families that we supported with rent support that would never have had that if you guys hadn't come out and supported them. And we're still working to support people. We've got 13 beds and mattresses being purchased this evening for people who they've come from Palestine. You know, they've undergone all of this, they've been under bombardment, they've been going through a genocide, they've been starving, and now they've crossed and they find themselves in an empty apartment with nothing. There's no support. It is just mutual aid networks and small charities. There's nothing from the Egyptian government. And you guys can fill that gap. You can be there to provide food, to provide clothing, to provide medical care. You know, we're fitting water filters to taps so that people aren't having extortionate bills for water, because the Egyptian water, I don't know if you know, but it's not suitable. Don't drink it. It's a bad plan. Yeah, we are coaches to Gaza. I know it's a weird word. It's Welsh hug. It's a coach. It's got a W in it. We've got leaflets if anyone wants to come and grab one so that they can see and follow us on there. You'll be able to see everything coming out. We've got some big stuff coming out soon. We've got a fundraiser on the 25th at Catay's Community Centre. It's going to be a hip-hop evening with some spoken word poetry. This gentleman here is organising it and donating all of the proceeds to us to continue helping Palestinian refugees in Egypt. So yeah, find us, support us, share it, donate, speak about it, do everything you can, and we will carry on fighting the good fight with you.
Okay, thank you, Cardiff. Well done for yet another week for the 8th month in a row. Sadly, we're probably going to see you next week and we're going to have to come out again. We pray that we don't. We pray that there's an end to this violence. But if not, we'll see you here again next Saturday. Louder, more aggressive, more angry and more vocal until Palestine is free. And again, just a reminder, Monday to Friday, not Monday, sorry, Tuesday to Thursday, as many people as possible, please get to the Home Office on Newport Road, because these deportations are happening. People are being forcibly removed and the activists are trying to stop this and trying to give these people legal advice. So Tuesday to Thursday, if you can, get to the Home Office and free Palestine.